The episode starts with a memory. Will alone, stuck in the upside down. We see him hiding in the small shed behind his house. He's scared, breathing fast, listening for any sound. Then, a Demogorgon appears and starts chasing. Will runs. He climbs a tall tree, hoping to get away. But the Demogorgon follows. It climbs right after him. Will tries to jump to another branch, but his hand slips. He falls hard to the ground. Before he can get up, the Demogorgon grabs him. It doesn't kill him. It carries him away, straight to the Hawkins library. Inside, Vecna is waiting. He doesn't hurt Will the normal way. Instead, he uses his powers to force thick, black roots, like vines from the upside down Will's throat. It connects him. Then, snap, we jump to the present. It's November 3rd, 1987. At Mike's house, his little sister Holly keeps seeing someone, a person no one else can see. She stares at empty corners, talks to thin air, zones out in the middle of dinner or homework. Meanwhile, Joyce, Will, and Jonathan have been staying at Mike's place. With so many people in one house, things are messy. That morning, Will, Mike, and Holly walk to school together. No one says much. They're all thinking their own thoughts. Across town, we go to a local radio station. Robin is now working there as a DJ. She talks into the mic. Steve is with her. He's not on air, but he helps behind the scenes. During her show, Robin tells listeners what's really happening. After everything that went down last season, the whole town of Hawkins is locked down tight. No one is allowed to leave. No outsiders can come in unless the army says yes. The giant crack that opened in the sky, the military covered it with heavy metal sheets. And the library, where the gate to the upside down is now a full army base. Tents, trucks, soldiers with guns, all guarding the gate. They're not taking any chances. Suddenly, the radio cuts out. Static fills the speakers. The show stops. Steve tries to fix it, resets the board, checks the wires, but nothing works. He grabs his walkie-talkie and calls Dustin. Dustin, we need you. The signal's dead. But Dustin answers in a cold, angry voice. Figure it out yourself. Then he turns off his walkie. He's not the same since Eddie died. He still wears his Hellfire Club t-shirt every day to remember Eddie, but Jason Carver's group hates it. They push him in the hallway, call him names. Just as it gets bad, Lucas, Mike, and Will step in. They stand between Dustin and the bullies. Mike tries to talk sense into him. Dustin, Hopper said to stay quiet. Wearing that shirt? It's asking for trouble. But Dustin snaps back. I'm not hiding. Eddie wouldn't hide. He storms off and walks away from the group. He doesn't look back. Inside the school, something else catches your eye. A missing person poster on the bulletin board. It's not just anyone. It's 11. Her real name is written underneath. Jane Hopper. Right after that, we see a girl running through the woods. Military trucks chasing her. Soldiers shouting. She looks just like 11's. But it's a fake. A trick. The real 11 is safe. Hidden somewhere else. She's been training hard with Hopper and Joyce, working to make her powers stronger. She's getting ready for the final fight against Vecna. Meanwhile, a delivery truck pulls into Hawkins. Murray is driving, but he's pretending to be someone else. He shows fake papers at the checkpoint and gets waved through. He's not just delivering boxes. He's sneaking in food, medicine, flashlights, batteries, even weapons. Back at the radio station, Nancy and Jonathan have joined Steve and Robin. They're trying to fix the signal without Dustin. They open the station's manual and find bad news. Someone has to climb the tall radio tower to reach the broken antenna and fix it by hand. Steve says, I'll do it. But Jonathan, wanting to help, maybe impress Nancy, says, no, I'll go. They both head outside. They climb the tower together, careful on the icy metal rungs, working side by side to reconnect the wires. In the end, they get the signal back. Downstairs, Murray meets Nancy and Robin in the parking lot. He hands them big boxes, food, first aid kits, radios. Then he says something serious. The army just ordered a huge supply drop. That only means one thing. They're opening the gate tonight. Everyone stops. They know what that means. Time is running out. At school, Dustin sneaks into the science lab. He opens a glass case, takes a live snake, and hides it in his backpack. Later, he puts it inside his main bully's locker. In the cafeteria, the boys are eating when Robin's voice suddenly comes through the school's old PA system. She's using secret code, but they all understand. The delivery leaves in 2 hours. Gate opens at 10 p.m. Translation: the army convoy is leaving soon. The gate to the upside down will open tonight. They start planning right away. Hopper will sneak into the military convoy, hide in one of the trucks, and go inside the upside down. Above ground, Steve, Jonathan, and the others will follow the same route in the radio van. That way they can talk to Hopper through the radios. Even after he's crossed over, they know the convoy's path. They've watched it for days. But in the middle of the talk, Will suddenly feels dizzy. He grabs the table, breathing hard. The room seems to spin around him. Mike asks, Will, you okay? Will can't explain, but his face says it all. Something is waking up. Vecna is coming back. Back at school, Holly is in class again. She's whispering to someone no one else sees. Her teacher watches her for a full minute, then writes a note. Call the Wheelers. This isn't isn't normal. Now we cut to the upside down. The army base there is fully running. Lights on, radios buzzing, soldiers moving fast. One officer tells Dr. K, the person in charge, we still haven't found 11. Dr. K doesn't look up. Find her. Now. We can't wait. At the hospital, Max is still in a coma. Every night someone stays with her and plays her favorite cassette tape on repeat. The music acts like a shield. During one of these visits, Will walks in and sees Robin and Vicky, a nurse, sitting close on the couch. They're laughing, holding hands, clearly dating. Will freezes. His chest tightens. He turns and walks out fast, without saying a word. Later that night, Dustin goes to the cemetery. He sees something awful on Eddie's grave. Red letters spray-painted, "Burn in hell." He tries to wipe it off, but it's not paint, it's blood. And right by the headstone, in the grass, is the same snake he stole from school. His bullies show up, 4 of them. They just start beating him. Dustin tries to fight back, but there are too many. He falls to the ground. Everything goes black. His walkie-talkie buzzes on his belt. Mike's voice calling, over and over. Dustin, answer me. No sound comes back. The others hear the silence. They know what it means. Steve says, we can't wait for him. We do this tonight, with or without him. A little later, Hopper, Joyce, and 11 arrive at the radio station. They go up to the roof together. Sit on the edge, legs dangling. 11 says softly, when Vecna's gone, we leave Hawkins. Find a quiet place. Start over. Mike nods. Just us. Inside, the team gets ready. Jonathan takes Dustin's spot at the radio. Steve will drive the van. Lucas and Mike will scout ahead. Mike and Lucas have been watching the army closely. They know exactly how the gate opens. Soldiers use torches to burn a hole in the metal seal near the back of the library. Then the trucks drive through, fast, before it closes again. Using that plan, Hopper slips in. He hides behind crates, stays low, and gets into one of the trucks just before it moves. The gate opens, fire and smoke, and the convoy rolls into the upside down. For a few minutes, everything goes smoothly. Then, crash. One of the trucks flips over on rough ground. The radio signal cuts out. Static for 10 seconds. Jonathan works fast, twists knobs, flips switches, and the signal comes back. But what they hear next chills them. A deep, terrifying roar. A Demogorgon. It attacks the convoy, jumps on the lead truck, rips the driver apart in second. At the same moment, back in Hawkins, Will cries out. He drops to his knees, hands on his head. His eyes go wide. He's seeing through the Demogorgon's eyes. Trees, smoke, blood on the ground. Then, a street he knows. A house, a blue mailbox. He gasps. It's going to Nancy's house. Now, everyone runs. Steve starts the van. They speed through town. No lights. Outside, everything looks normal. Lights on. Car in the driveway. Inside, Holly is in her room. She's sitting on her bed, talking quietly to someone no one else can see. The overhead light flickers. Once, twice. Then, pop. The bulb blows out. Darkness. A heavy thud from the ceiling. A Demogorgon drops into the room. It lands between Holly and the door, eyes locked on her. Holly screams and the screen goes black. And that's how the episode comes to an end. Like and subscribe. Movies, plots, recaps.